I got a question for y'all. Y'all seen J.D. Vance? Where's J.D. Vance?
I know, right?
I've not seen J.D. Vance.
Is Elon Musk the VP?
I think my feeling is Elon Musk is the surrogate VP. He's standing there. So let me get this straight. So Elon Musk is on the phone talking to leaders from around the world in Iran and getting on the phone call with Putin. And J.D. Vance is out there trying to find some votes for Matt Gaetz. That's what
I was about to say, the only reporting I have seen on J.D. Vance in the last few days is about those calls that he was making for Matt Gaetz.
You know, it's really crazy. Just so people understand out there at home, you know, during this is the transition, right? So during the transition, it is when the president-elect is putting together the 100-day plan for the government, where the president-elect is picking the cabinet members. And when Joe Biden was the president-elect and Kamala Harris was the vice president-elect, she was in all of those meetings. She was going back and forth to Delaware. We was going up the road every day to Wilmington because that's where the president was, the president-elect. And she was in the room and involved in those conversations. She interviewed potential cabinet secretaries. The president-elect cared about what she had to say. I wonder, does Donald Trump care about what Vice President-elect J.D. Vance has to say?
No, he cares more about what Elon Musk has to say. That's very clear. That's very obvious. And so Elon, the first buddy, has put himself, sandwiched himself in between J.D. Vance and the president. That's the relationship that's going to play out here in Washington to watch, in my view, because you're now having power amass in a private citizen who is the buddy to the president, not an elected official, who's on critical phone calls with world leaders at the president's request. Now, you know, J.D., you need to probably check it, baby, because I think you've been checked.
Mm-hmm. You got to work your way in there, honey. Now you can't let Elon Musk box you out, boo-boo.
Got to make it. That's it. Boxed out, boo-boo. That's a hard way to go.
Talk about triple B.
Do you think that there comes a point, though, where there is a fissure between Musk and Trump? I mean, he does seem to be spending a lot of time with the man.
Well, this whole, we're gonna create an agency to get rid of agencies is just BS. I mean, it's just crazy. Number one, I
hadn't thought of it that way. Create an agency to get rid of agencies.
I mean, I went to write it down. Actually,
you're creating an agency to get rid of agencies. I mean, how dumb is that?
And put two people in charge just to lay your bureaucracy.
Put two people in charge.
I mean,
two people who are polar opposites in their agendas. Put two people in charge. Of undoing the work of the government. So, folks, all of this is smoke and mirrors crap. It's crazy. It is. If the Congress has any self-respect left, okay, let me. I'll look for it.
Well, if they don't do the recess appointments, maybe they have some,
Well, that's up to Thune. That's up to John Thune, and whether or not he will capitulate or control the situation. You are an independent. You are one of the branches of government, and so you have sovereignty in that regard. But I think in the totality of all of this, there's a lot of noise. Oh, we're going to get rid of this agency and that agency. But no one's press. Could you ask them the question? When you create that hole in this government service space, what are you replacing it with? How are you going to provide for those citizens who rely on those services of government to help them deal with some really profoundly important issues in their lives? So, yeah, create an agency to get rid of an agency. That's
don't make no sense.
Government at work.